up everyone, it's your girl Shay here, and I am back with a brand new video. And as you guys can see, I'm in a whole new setting. I'm this time recording from my bed instead of recording near my desk where I usually record. I just decided to do a little bit of a change of scenery, so I apologize if the lighting isn't the best, but we're gonna try and make this work. So anyway, this video is going to be a review on the new Pokemon movie, Pokemon I Choose You. And I went and saw it with a couple of friends actually yesterday. So when this video comes out on Wednesday, I saw the movie on Monday. So it was a two-day event. It came out November 5th and 6th. I don't know about you guys, but I know as far as for me where I'm at, it's also going to be airing November 11th and also November 14th, I believe. So try and check it out if you can. So anyway, the movie basically talks about Ash when he's starting out on his Pokemon journey and when he first gets Pikachu and everything else. The movie, to be honest, wasn't bad, but there was a little bit of continuity issues that I noticed while watching this movie, and also my friends also agreed with me as well. For one thing, there's no actual concept of time while you're watching this film. So you have no idea how much time has passed, and it seems like everything happens very fast. For example, you do see Ash get Pikachu, and then you also see when Ash ultimately catches Caterpie, and you see when he gets Charmander. But in the time frame of him collecting those three Pokemon, you also see them evolve. So of course you see Caterpie go from Caterpie to Metapod to Butterfree, and you see Charmander go into Charmeleon and ultimately Charizard. The thing is though, they seem to evolve so quickly during the course of the film that you really didn't understand how they could evolve so quickly. Not only that, but it seemed like at least the Pokemon Caterpie into transforming into Butterfree, it also seemed like it was just placed there for some sort of an effect. Mostly a sad effect, since we all know what ultimately happens to Butterfree during the beginning of the Pokemon series. Another thing that for me was kind of disappointing was that I went into this watching the movie of Pokemon I Choose You thinking I was going to see two of my favorite characters and two of Ash's first companions, Brock and Misty, and that was not the case. He ends up gaining two companions during the course of the movie, but they are not Brock and Misty. From what I looked up, the girl's name is Makoto and the boy's name is Shoji. These are the names, the Japanese names that they were given. I believe in the movie their names are changed, but I cannot remember. And when I tried to look it up, it didn't give me very much information as far as what the English names are. They were introduced into the movie, and it seemed like they were kind of like a bootleg Brock and Misty. Shoji kind of took on that role of trying to be a medicine man because he really wanted to be a Pokemon healer, very similar to Nurse Joy. And then of course you have Makoto, and she likes water Pokemon, very similar to Misty. And her mother is actually the gym leader of where she's from. With these two characters introduced, you do get kind of a backstory with them, but you don't know a whole lot about who they are or where they ultimately come from. So it seems weird that they're kind of just thrown in there. Also, you kind of have like a bootleg Gary Oak, even though Gary Oak's image does appear during the first few minutes of the film, but ultimately you end up meeting a character by the name of Cross, another trainer, who is ultimately Ash's rival throughout most of the movie. But he's kind of like a Gary Oak kind of a character, but not only that, but we all know with what happens with Charmander when Ash first gets him, and Cross is ultimately Charmander's first trainer. So it was kind of a weird dynamic because originally in the series when Ash gets Charmander, you don't get much involvement with him regarding Charmander's original trainer beyond that original trainer ultimately wanting Charmander back because he sees that Charmander is such a strong Pokemon. But that was not the case. Ultimately, the main plot of this movie, though, was basically Ash sees Ho like he did when he first started out, just like in the episode. But then he gets something called the Rainbow Feather, and basically the Rainbow Feather means that Ho is wanting to lead that trainer to become the Rainbow Hero, and ultimately he can challenge Ho to a battle. And that is the basic premise of what this movie is all about. Not only that, but one thing that did kind of irk my nerves just a little bit is because of the fact once again, I went into this thinking I was going to see the original 150 or 151 Pokemon, but this was not the case. So many new Pokemon were actually pictured in this actual film. So you see Entei, you see Raikou, you see Suicune, the rain legendary Pokemon. You also of course see Ho-Oh, and you also see like Piplup, you see Lucario, you see so many other Pokemon that were introduced from other regions that it kind of made it a little bit confusing, at least for me, and it made me not feel like this was like a retelling of the first few episodes of the original Pokemon series that we all know and love. Also, those were the basic kind of issues that I mostly noticed during the film, and it didn't make it bad, it just made it kind of confusing, and something that anyone who's an older fan of the Pokemon series kind of was just like, that didn't actually happen. What is going on? So to be honest, if you're going to this thinking that this is going to be a retelling of the first few episodes of the original Pokemon series, it's not. It's basically kind of a retelling, but with a sort of a twist. So yeah, that was kind of the biggest issue that I mostly had with this film. It was enjoyable to watch, and to be honest, they did play a lot of the music that was very much in the older series, but which also made it very reminiscent, but that didn't really help to save the film as much as I thought it was going to be. Not only that, but you do see Ash get badges, but there was a weird mix-up to me regarding the badges. So he gets his third badge from Celadon City, and the badge that he is given is the Rainbow Badge. And I don't know about you guys, but as far as I remember, the Rainbow Badge in the games at least was like the 6th or 7th badge that you actually earned while playing the game, and also the 6th or 7th badge that Ash ultimately got when he was in the series. So I was thoroughly confused. But anyway, those were just some of the things that I noticed while watching this film. But overall, like I said before, it is an enjoyable film to watch. There are some surprises during the film, and there are also some things that are generally cleared up for most of us, most of it being whether Pikachu is a boy or a girl. So if you watch the series, or many people are confused about that since it wasn't actually said, and in the movie it seems to be kind of cleared up. So that's one thing that you can ultimately look forward to. The movie was very heartwarming. There were definitely some sad moments, definitely some happy ones, a lot of laughter. Team Rocket is also in the film, but Team Rocket isn't like the little trio we know they are. They are still trying to catch Pokemon along the way, but they're constantly blasting off throughout the entire film, so they don't actually interact with Ash and the rest of his group of friends. So that's one thing also to look forward to. But once again, overall, I did like this movie. It's been a long time since I've actually seen a Pokemon movie in theaters. I think the last one for me was Pokemon the movie 2000 that came out in the year 2000. And it was very reminiscent. A lot of people were actually in the movie theater when I went to see it. It was about maybe 70 to 75% full, which is saying a lot for an animated film, and not only that, but an animated Pokemon film, since an animated Pokemon movie has not been out in theaters in a very long time. I think the last one was Pokemon Forever, which I can't remember when that came out, but I'm guessing, at least from what I remember, it was like maybe 2003, 2004. So that's a long time. But anyway, if you haven't seen it, or if you have a chance to go see Pokemon the movie I Choose You, I definitely recommend seeing it. Those are just some of the things though that I didn't like about the movie overall, and I guess that's just some things that I'm just not gonna ultimately understand and or get. But yeah, so if you haven't already, definitely check it out. Let me know how you guys like this new setup. I'm kind of liking it. It's definitely a lot more comfortable since I'm sitting on my bed. But let me know what you guys think. I have a new video out for you guys soon. And yeah, bye.